This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report, winter season sports take center stage, and we have a big slate of highlights. We'll have St. Francis taking on Woodside, Oakland Tech goes against Monte Vista, and Encinal battles Moreau Catholic.
We have girls hoops with Miramonte meeting Eastside Prep, great soccer action with Leland and Piedmont Hills, and the baseball team from Lee taking time to make holidays great for some young people. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with a great matchup with one of the Bay Area's hottest teams, the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles. The Uggs are 8-1 to start the season with some impressive wins against some very good teams.
Did you get some Uggs for Christmas? Oh, that's still coming up. We don't know yet.
Not yet.
That's not this year, probably not. The Uggs taking on a Foothill squad, playing really well early on with some tight games for this veteran squad. Clayton Valley hosting Foothill this week. It's the Ugly Eagles six-man showing their support in tonight's game. The Falcons on the break. Ramon Christwell finds Mike Smith on the wing. He drives to the rack to tie the game at 5. The Uggs fight right backyard. Prosco dishing to Nick Klarman in the paint to give Clayton Valley a 15-7 lead. Start of the second, Jaron Williams with the steal finds Klarman again, driving into the lane for 2. The Falcons now with the ball. This one rattles off the rim, but in for the putback is Jose Areno. But the Ugly Eagles pull ahead with Posco into J.D. Williams, who shakes the floor with a big-time rip. Clayton Valley up 37-26. Start of the third now, it's Smith again showing some pride to Gary Pride as the Falcons pull to within 5. 3 minutes left in the third. It's Chriswell driving to the bucket with the up and under, and Foothill trails by just 2. A few plays later, Cooper Dadami along the elbow. He goes behind the back for the pull-up J, and 1. The Eagles then take a commanding lead with Ramon Merritt gaining control of the rebound, lays this one in to seal the deal for the Ugly Eagles as Clayton Valley wins it. 75-56, the final. Klarman and Williams leading the way for the Ugly Eagles.
The Saratoga Falcons talking strategy before they take on the Mountain View Spartans. Mountain View on top early as Shireen Estramera dishes it inside to Kyra Palmbush, and she banks it in for 2. Spartans lead by 6, but look out for the Falcons as Jane Liu intercepts the pass and goes coast to coast, laying it in for the bucket. The Falcons take their first lead of the game in the second quarter as Chloe Fung passes it to Liu. She finds Annika Prasad in the corner and sinks it in for 3. The Spartans regain their lead coming back from the half. Estramera's shot is off, but Kyra Palmbush is there to clean it up for the 1-point lead. But Toga's offense gets hot late in the third. Here's Fung to Prasad. She dodges the defender and sinks the jumper, making it 31-24 Falcons. And Toga doesn't stop there. Here's Liu to Harshini Ramaswamy to Ella Parr. She shoots it and it goes in. Falcons up by 14. And they keep their momentum going in the fourth. Liu inbounds it to Ramaswamy. She drives to the rack and puts it away for 2. Saratoga wins it over Mountain View 49-42, bringing them to 6-2 on the season. Ramaswamy with 15 points.
The Richmond Oilers getting fired up as they take on El Cerrito Tuesday night. The Gauchos from El Cerrito looking to get on the board first. Adonis Diaz with the long ball to Victor Quintanilla, but Richmond keeper Alejandro Rodriguez is there for the save. The Oilers now take their turn on the attack. Irving Moreno with the pass to Santos Arguella. He tries one from long range, but the shot goes wide. Richmond threatening from the corner kick, but Phoenix Maliga comes up with a leaping save. He's a sophomore as the game remains scoreless. The Oilers continue their attack in the second half. Octavio Munoz to Arguella, who shows off his skills and rips it from long range, but just over the crossbar. Richmond still on offense as Pedro Garcia finds Hugo Romo in the box. Maliga comes up with a big save on the first shot, and the second chance goes wide. Los Aceteros get another chance late in the game. Arguella kicks it to Munoz, who shoots from afar, but Maliga comes up with the ball once again as we finish this game in a scoreless draw. Each week, the Rica Center presents the Player of the Week award.
The announcement made in a wrap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rica Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
This is your Players of the Week. happy holiday.
Peep this running back juggernaut, Isaiah Kendrick. He in the end zone, have a major friendship. In the state title game, scoring 4 touchdowns. He's more than clutch now, as he's bringing home the crown. For Sarah High School, he's one proud Padre. Eating up the yards like a 5-star entree. 26 carries for 110. The result, a California state championship. Throw it to the East Bay to a standout shooter. The defense might want to put a hand out sooner. On Nate Robinson, buckets he stayed promising. Got the crazy handles to shake him out they moccasins. The kid with the killer crossovers leading Las Lomas to beat they Berkeley opponents. He drilled a few threes, netting 22 points. Money on his mind from a hoops viewpoint. Yeah, Cal High Sports. Those are your players of the week. Rikers Center.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's a 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
The hip joint is made up of the ball, or femoral head, and socket, or acetabulum. Femoroacetabular impingement, or FAI, can lead to hip joint pain and damage in young athletes. There are 2 types of FAI, which can occur alone or in combination. Pincer FAI is when the soft rim of the hip socket, or labrum, gets smashed during hip flexion due to bone overgrowth or different positioning of the front and outside of the socket. Cam FAI is when the femoral head is not round and has a bump which can delaminate the joint cartilage and ultimately the labrum with flexion. FAI findings on X-ray are common and does not necessarily mean you will have pain. About 2/3 of athletes entering the NFL have FAI on X-ray. But if you do develop hip pain and it limits your ability to play, talk to your athletic trainer about FAI. These injuries used to be career enders for athletes, but now, with appropriate treatment, most athletes can get back to play.
The Foster Farms Bowl is coming up December 27th here at Levi Stadium. The matchup is now set with Arizona taking on Purdue. Here's your chance to go to the game. The first person to answer this trivia question on Twitter will receive 4 free tickets to the game. The question is, what former Branham High School lineman will play for his Purdue team in the Foster Farms Bowl?
And the answer to last week's question, Austin Larkin from Doherty Valley plays at Purdue and will be there for the Foster Farms Bowl.
Very nice. Coming up, the Block Construction Blockbuster game with 2 top East Bay Powers, Oakland Tech and Monta Vista.
And Blossom Valley League boys soccer as Leland meets Piedmont Hills next.
At Stanford Healthcare, we can now repair complex aortic aneurysms without invasive surgery. If we can do that, imagine what we can do for varicose veins. And if we can precisely treat eye cancer with minimal damage to the rest of the eye, imagine what we can do for glaucoma, even cataracts. If we can use DNA to diagnose the rarest of diseases, imagine what we can do for the conditions that affect us all. Imagine what we can do for you.
As the college football season concludes in the Bay, the action heats up. The Foster Farms Bowl kicks off the final college football game in the Bay Area. Be there as the Pac-12 squares off against the Big Ten at Levi Stadium. Get your tickets at fosterfarmsbowl.com to be a part of the Bay Area's bowl.
The Rikers Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rikers Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements. We're back at Levi Stadium with our Block Construction Blockbuster game. The Oakland Tech Bulldogs are off to a great start this season with junior guard Jacob Harris leading the way. Harris coming off a 30-point game last week.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs taking on a very good Monta Vista team looking to battle for an East Bay League title this year. It's Oakland Tech and Monta Vista in our Block Construction Blockbuster game. Our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
I'm here at Monta Vista High School as the Mustangs host the defending Oakland League champs, the Oakland Tech Bulldogs. Coming in at 5-1, the Bulldogs feature 6-foot guard Jacob Harris, The junior is starting out his first year on varsity hot, averaging 15 points per game. For the Mustangs, it'll be 6'7" junior Chris Bortz. The big guy is averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds per game. It's the Mustangs and Bulldogs facing off in our block construction blockbuster game.
Bulldogs grab an early lead as Marcus Starks finds Brooklyn Sharp, who lines it up for 3. Back come the Mustangs. Here's George Apostolopoulos to Nate Rachenna for 2, and he ties it up at 9. Oakland Tech answers back. Sharp drives to the hoop, and he finds Demanye Keppard, who sinks it from the corner. The Bulldogs with a 3-point lead after 1. The Dogs keep firing it in the second. Here's Starks to Sharp with the step back 3. That was money, but MV takes control from there. John Giagliari with the pass to Sean Johnson, and he nails the 3. The Mustangs with some great ball movement as the ball finds the big man Chris Bortz, who lays it up and in as MV takes the 22-19 lead at the half. Third quarter and more MV offense as Caden Bruce takes it all the way to the rack for the 8-point lead. And the Mustangs get in a groove. Here's Johnson to Giagliari to Bruce, and he makes it splash from downtown Danville. More MV offense as Rachenna muscles through the paint, and he gets the and 1. Mustangs lead by 15, but the Bulldogs battle back in the fourth. Starks gives it to Sharp, and he drains it for the 3, but this one belongs to the Mustangs. Watch Jack Cullinan with the perfect feed to Rachenna, who puts it away and gets the and 1. He's pretty good at that. Monte Vista wins it 56-44. Senior Caden Bruce breaks down the win after the game.
Tonight's win, we really needed to take care of the ball. We needed to stop their penetration on defense. We needed to secure the rebound. And we really need to get the ball inside tonight, which we got our ball to Chris Bortz, our big man. He was doing work, and we kicked it out for some nice threes. And our defense was key tonight in getting transition.
In Danville with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
A chilly night at Piedmont Hills High School as the Pirates take on Leland. This a tight battle all night long. Leland attacking here. Zach Tejera places it into the box. Captain Santiago Gonzalez heads it just over the crossbar. Later first half, Nathan Avalos sends it ahead, and running on for the Pirates is Luis Villarrazo, but Leland keeper Krishan Vyadov is there to make the save. More Pirates here on the free kick, sent into the box by Michael Perez. It pinballs around before Joey LaPlaca strikes it just high, and we stay scoreless. Second half now, and this is Villarrazo splitting defenders and firing, but a nice play by the Leland keeper Yadov. Leland looking to break the scoreless tie here as Anthony Memon sends it to Christian Mullen. His shot is blocked by Jack Verrett. The rebound volley just wide by Jack Costello, and we remain scoreless. 10 minutes left in the game. The Pirates down a man when Villarrazo takes a long pass from his keeper and taps it past the Leland keeper for the only goal of the game. Villarrazo giving his team a 1-0 lead. Leland with a man advantage trying to tie it here late. Mullen working in the box. He gets it ahead to Jason Shee, but his shot is kicked away by Verrett, and the Pirates hang on for the 1-0 win. Sereno Group and the 49ers bring us the Coach of the Week award every week, and this week they announced the Coach of the Year for the football season.
Yeah, and here's the 49ers Kyle Juszczyk with the announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce the 2017 Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Year. We had 9 great coaches who won our Coach of the Week award throughout the season, but Coach Juvenal Rodriguez of Gilroy High School stood out amongst this great group of coaches. Coach Rodriguez impressively led the Mustangs to a record of 13-0, where they captured the CCS Division V title by defeating the Menlo School by a score of 38-21. This is Coach Rodriguez's 3rd season as the leader of the Gilroy Mustangs and the school's first CCS Division title. Congratulations, Coach Rodriguez, our 2017 Charlie Wiedemeyer Coach of the Year.
Coming up, back to the hardwood for Deer Valley and Kemp Olindo.
And we check in with Lee Baseball to see how they were gearing up for the holidays. But first, here's a sports tip from one of the sports featured at the Silver Creek Sportsplex.
Hi, I'm Coach Gio, and today we're going to be talking about trapping. You can trap the ball with your feet, your thigh, or your chest. And it's important to think about the ball like an egg and softly bring it down to your feet. Trapping with your thigh, you're going to bring your thigh up almost 90 degrees and bring it down softly to your feet. If you would like to practice trapping, you can practice with a friend or against the wall.
Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, and more. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for our Veterans Day and Christmas camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun. For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970. In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year, annually going out to 24 different organizations. Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andry, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
We're from Monta Vista High School, and this is the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio, and boys, hoops with two East Bay teams looking to do big things in their leagues this season. The Deer Valley Wolverines will battle in the very tough Bay Valley League and are looking good early on.
Yeah, the Wolverines taking on a Campo Lindo club at 6-1 to start the season and will now have their football players joining the team. That includes John Torchio, who really hasn't gotten enough airtime on
Way
this show.
too much.
The Cougs looking to torch the Wolverines in a tournament game played at El Cerrito this week.
We head out to El Cerrito for the annual Gaucho Holiday Tournament. Campo gets the ball rolling with Will Cummins on the elbow, dodges 4 defenders and gives Campo a 6-4 lead. But the Wolverines pull ahead with Dara Vixen on the break. He lobs it out to Dubem Boardman for 2. Last minute of the first, it's Vixen again, drawing the foul and one as Deer Valley pulls ahead 17-12. In the next quarter, Trevin Krojcik will save this one to Jackson Wheeler, up to John Torchio, into Carter Mahaney. Nice passing there by Campo. Counting down the final seconds, Deer Valley will get one last chance. This is Jason Long with a turnaround fadeaway buzzer beater, and it's good for the 30-23 lead at the half. Third quarter now, and the game stays close. Kyle Davis will come in for the putback, and Campo leads it by 2. The Cougars taking the possession back. It's Mahaney again doing what he does best, making the clutch jumper to end the third. Fourth quarter now, Krojcik gives the Cougars some insurance points with an up and under lay-in as Campo takes a 51-44 lead. But the Wolverines come back. Joshua Scott bounce pass to Vixen, then back to Scott, who brings his team to within 2. Down by just 3, last chance for the Wolverines, but the pass is up court, and then John Torchio with a huge block there. The quarterback from the football team getting airtime again. 62-59 the final. Campo holds on to win it by 3.
The Saratoga Falcons getting warmed up to take on the Sobrato Bulldogs Tuesday night. The Falcons off to a good start. It's Harrison Fong to Kyle Yu, back to Fong for the first 3 of the night. Seconds left in the first. Drew Hooks passes it over to Christopher Moyer, back to Hooks with a deep corner 3, 21-16 Bulldogs. Into the second quarter, Fong sends it on over to Alex Metz, who gets it to Will Turpin. He drains it for a Falcon 3. More Falcons here. Fong links with Yu, and he hits it from all the way downtown to take back the lead 38-36. Falcons end the half. Third quarter, and the Bulldogs are barking back. Cade Zorio finds David Villarreal. He puts it away to tie it at 54. It's a nail-biter in the fourth. Fong connects with Michael Zhu to Turpin. He's on fire, 57-54 Saratoga. Here it's Hooks with the double pump to put his team up by 1. And the Bulldogs playing strong till the very end. Zorio dishes it on over to Hooks, who's just unstoppable. Nothing but net here. Sobrato would go on to win it 69-67, starting off their season right with a 5-1 overall record.
The Pioneer Mustangs getting some words of advice from Coach Randy Worthington before the Stangs take on Los Gatos. The Mustangs looking to get on the board first, but Los Gatos keeper Becca Delgado comes up with a nice save. Second half now, Pioneer continuing the attack. Jasmine Aram with a great ball to Naomi Gurma. Gurma dribbles past the defenders and fires it past the keeper. 1-0 Mustangs. But back come the Wildcats. Lainey Ingalls on the pass to Isabella Scott, who dribbles for a while, then hits a rocket from long range to tie the game at 1-1. Nice shot. Pioneer looking to take back the lead. Gurma with the shot, but Delgado comes up with a save. The rebound finds Lauren Martinez, who fires it home, and the Mustangs take a 2-1 advantage. The Mustangs seal the deal late in the game. Gurma with the run up the far sideline. A nice centering pass to Martinez, who finishes, and the Mustangs win it 3-1 over Los Gatos, the Mustangs' 5th win of the season.
Each week, we bring you stories of amazing athletes, and this week, we meet a team donating its time this holiday season to helping those less fortunate.
Right, and the Lee baseball team doing just that. Kiara Biagini here now with their story.
Robert, the holiday season can be a wonderful time of year, not just for presents or for getting time off, but to see heroes arise in our community. While this time can be joyful and merry to many, there are others who could use a helping hand. The Lee baseball team is doing just that, going above and beyond to spread holiday cheer.
Every December for the past 13 years, Turning Wheels for Kids, a local nonprofit organization, puts on a big bike build where thousands of volunteers gather together to build bikes for underprivileged children. A part of the task force this year, the Longhorns of the Lee High School baseball team.
Today we're doing the bike build to help out the underprivileged kids in our San Jose area. I mean, it feels really good. It's about the best feeling I've had in a long time, you know. The holidays are really about, you know, coming together, helping out the less fortunate. It's kind of bringing the community together just to help others out.
We're just out here building bikes for a bunch of kids, people that can't afford to build it for themselves and have the money for themselves. And it's really awesome for us to be out here giving back to the community.
There's hundreds of people here. The atmosphere is awesome. The energy is high, and I love to be here. It's awesome.
Gathering together with the Longhorns are hundreds of people from all around the Bay Area, there to show needy children in their community how much they care.
Every year we have this big bike build, and I get so excited about it because it's a way to give back to the community and to the kids. My favorite part about today is seeing just groups come together. I love seeing teenagers, young kids, retired people, moms and dads, and even companies come together and just build bikes and just to have a great holiday spirit day.
The children benefiting from these bikes are young people who are living in tough circumstances. Some of these bikes will go to children devastated by the recent fires in Sonoma County.
I feel people can't really control the situation they're in, and those of us that are fortunate to have these good situations should give back to those who don't have good situations.
Well, one of the values that Coach Goss preaches is that we're always giving back. We're always doing positive stuff for us, representing Lee, representing our families and ourselves. And it's just really awesome that he brought us all here. When you live in the area that we do, it's hard to remember that there are a lot of kids that are underprivileged and don't have the gifts that we have. And it's awesome to just give back and make them, give them that little Christmas joy and give them a little make them happy.
As a result of this event, more than 25,000 underprivileged children will have a gift to open this holiday season.
One, these guys get to build bikes together, they get to work together as a team. I think this stuff builds character for these guys, and in general, I think the end of this event, when you see all the bikes lined up at the back door and people lined up to come get them, is really, it's good for them to understand what it's like, and when they get in a position in their life to be able to give back, I want them to know that this is what it's about.
This day is not just about giving gifts. It's about the true meaning of the holiday season. Coming together as a community, sharing laughs and giving unconditionally, and most importantly, showing the less fortunate that there are people who care.
The bike build was such an amazing event to witness, to see so many different people come together for such a great cause. The Longhorns were so excited to be there. It was just an awesome event.
And how many bikes did the boys end up building?
Over 50 bikes.
Wow. Yeah. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Thanks, Key. One Hit Away brings us concussion prevention tips every week.
Here's Darren Sidivaca with this week's tip.
One Hit Away is encouraged by today's cutting-edge technology with head impact sensors that can alert of a concussion while playing. This does not replace the need for a doctor, but can provide more timely information for a better diagnosis. Here are the 4 types of monitoring devices you may consider in research: sport helmet sensors, headbands or skull caps with sensors, mouthpiece detection devices, smartphone or tablet apps, such as CDC's Heads Up Concussion app. One hit away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. It's a big-time girls battle between Eastside Prep and Miramonte.
And the Kennedy girls take on Las Lomas as 49ers Cal High Sports Report rolls along.
Santa has come way too early. We've got toys, and more toys at South County Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, and Gilroy. Get 40% off on some remaining 17s in stock. We got rolls of Hellcats, Scat Packs, Durango SRT, Grand Cherokee, Challengers, Chargers, Wranglers, lifted and regular Rams, Chrysler 300s, and guess what? The 2018 Demons are coming. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
Ho, ho, ho! Why would you buy anywhere else?
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange. Good. Go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikers Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. That means a reporter on scene, and the winning team gets a post-game interview, tickets to the Foster Farms Bowl, and Game of the Week t-shirts.
Yeah, lots of stuff. This week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week is the battle of two very good girls basketball teams. The Eastside Prep Panthers are coming off a state title and looking strong again this season, with Kayla Tahaffey averaging 14 points a game. The Panthers battling a team looking to contend for a Diablo League title, Miramonte and Eastside Prep, in this week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week.
Eastside Prep starting 5, getting ready to take the court against Miramonte. First quarter, we're tied at a bucket apiece. Miramonte's Claire Steele over to Erin Tawasau. Drained. She was hot from that spot all night. 2 minutes later, the Panthers have it, but Steele steals it clean. The fast break turns into an easy layup. Matadors with the 2-point lead. Second quarter, Eastside down by 8. 6-foot freshman Marley Lange with a beautiful pass to Amira Brown. She's also a freshman. Freshman power. Close to the half now, Brown finds Gabriel behind the arc, and that's one of her 3 3-pointers of the night. But the second half, the momentum starts going the Matt's way. Tarasow to Samantha Johnson to Steele. Boom! She nailed it. The score now 43-30. 3 minutes later, this time it's Steele to Johnston. Freshman, Matt's up by 14. Kayla Tahaffey with a trick play here. She inbounds a pass off a Miramonte defender and lays it up. It's good for 2. I love it. And the Panthers with the ball here. Tahaffey all the way over to Gabriel in the corner. It's up. There's a whistle, and she gets the 3 in the and 1. Free throw is good. But Matt's not slowing down. Steele to Emily Houston to Steele. Tricky. Matt's up by 19. And we're going to see one more from this awesome Matador duo. Steele to Tarasow. She's not missing that one. That's Tarasow's 4th 3 of the night. And Miramonte wins it 79-51. Here they are, fresh off their victory, the Miramonte Matadors. We're going to talk to Claire first because Claire is our game MVP. Claire, this was a physical game. You guys came into Eastside's gym, defending state champs, and you guys put on a showing. Tell me what led to this win?
Well, all week we knew that they played really hard all the time, that they would never give up. So we knew that we would have to play especially hard today, and we did. We played really well, and it paid off.
Awesome. And we're going to talk to Colette next, another one of the captains on this team. Colette, talk about your team's goals this season, because you were one win away from the state championships last year. How are you going to get that far this year and even farther?
Well, we never really like to set goals. One of Kelly's mottos is a one-game winning streak, which means just taking it game by game, playing as hard as we can.
Awesome. And talk about this win. You guys nailed a lot of three-pointers. Talk about what you guys prepare for in practice.
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of catching and shooting, just being ready for the ball when it comes to us, and I guess it was just our night tonight.
Now we're going to talk to Emily. This is the third team captain. You just got back from Hawaii, right? Talk about that trip and what it was like to play against teams you basically never would.
It was a really humbling experience. Like, we got to play against teams, like you said, that we'd never see, like in state tournaments and everything. And it really brought us closer as a team, because we're a young team and a lot of us haven't played together before. So it really brought us together and showed us our strengths and weaknesses.
Awesome. And it's going to prepare you going into this league and all that?
Yeah, it was a tough tournament, so it's going to help us in the long run.
Awesome. Great win, guys. These are the Miramonte Matadors. Go ahead and take it out with a cheer.
The Las Lomas Lady Knights getting ready to take on the girls from Kennedy. The Knights in charge early. Here's Rose Morse getting free behind the pick for a long two. Money. Later in the first, the Knights on the run. Alejandra Ruiz to the corner for Morse, over to Isabella Thompson for three, and she drains it. 9-7 Knights. Kennedy keeping it close throughout the first half. This is the Titans' outstanding senior Sierra Adams going left, shooting right, and scoring. Nice play, Sierra. More Titans as Sabrina Ramirez pump fakes, then spins into the lane and scores to tie the game. Second quarter now as Vanessa Oliveira de Leon gets past the defender and floats it home. That was nice. But the Knights take the lead here, and they never looked back. A Rose by any other name is still a great shooter. Rose Morse with the mid-range jumper there. That was a Shakespeare reference. Look it up. Here's Ayana Aichel at top of the key. Three. Ayana has three written all over her. Second half, more Knights. Nice passing here. Thompson to face Spencer, to Summer De La Hanti, to Christina Ruiz in the corner. And the Knights win it by 20. Number 20 Morse with 20 points for the Knights. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in their community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Jake Foster from the Menlo Atherton soccer team. Jake is the director of the Global Leaders Club at Menlo Atherton, where English learning students and Spanish learning students work together to bridge their culture and language gap. Jake talks about why he thinks it's so important to volunteer.
It's really important to be engaged with your community, to make a difference and to see what it's like, because a lot of people lose track of what it's like in the rest of their community. A lot of people are disadvantaged, or they don't have the same lives as much of other people, and people forget about that. It's really easy to forget about that, so it's good to stay engaged and be active members of the community.
Coming up, Mighty Moreau Catholic meets Encinal.
And Cupertino takes on Lynbrook. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report. Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio, where the Moreau Catholic Mariners take the court, looking very good again this season, with junior Leonard Turner leading the Mariners with 13 points a game.
Yeah, and Moreau taking on an Encinal team led by senior guard Josh Norua. The two teams meeting at Moreau on Thursday. The Encinal Jets traveling down 880, taking on the Moreau Catholic Mariners Thursday night. The Jets fighting hard early as Richard Washington passes to Asani Hockenhall, to Zaire Oforlea for three. But the Mariners in control throughout this game. Maxwell Anderson connecting with June Poole, slicing through the defense for a crazy one-handed shot that goes. Here's David Hector with the steal, and he dishes to Anderson, who brings it to the rack, laying it up and in, closing the half 27-23 Mariners. Moreau beginning to pull away in the third. Anderson to Daniel Combs, back to Anderson, who nails the three. To the fourth quarter we go, and the Mariners keep pouring it on. Anderson brings it down to Ryder, and it's nothing but net, a three-pointer, and it's a comfortable 52-24 advantage. Encinal trying to battle back. Mutaz Whitehead connects with Maurice Freeman to Hockenhull, who drains the three, but just too much Moreau in this one. Emil Fields with the shot, but it's Shane Knight for the rebound. Oh, Frank is so proud. Knight banks it in for two, and the foul. He was excited about that as the Moreau Catholic Mariners go on to win it. 71-38, Anderson and Ryder leading the way.
Off to San Jose, where the Cupertino Pioneers are taking on the Lynbrook Vikings. Coops George Elga, just seconds from tip-off, decides to get a little shooting practice in. What a way to start it off. Pioneers still on the attack here. Jack Townsend's drives into the paint, tucks it, and lays it up for the basket. 5-0 Cupertino. They were hot in the first. Elgood to Richard Yang. That's a deep two. Pioneers would take the 22-2 lead in the first, but don't worry, Lynbrook started heating up. Andrew Destin to Tatsumi Ang behind the arc. 15 points on the night for him. And teammate Neil Wark says, let me try that. 32-16 Coop still in the lead. Just seconds left in the half. Elgood with a whole mess of players in front of him. Doesn't faze him a bit. Coop with a 13-point lead. Lynbrook would outscore Coop in the second half, but wasn't enough. Kevin Lee, the basket, his foot was on the line, so it was a real long two. Then it's Joseph Liao near the same spot, but he was far behind that line. Definite three. Vikings down by 11. Cupertino would hold on to that lead for the remainder of the game. We have to get one more Elgood three in here because he had 6 on the night. 63-52 was the final score. Elgood with 26 points, Yang with 15.
It's the Livermore Lady Cowboys hosting the Lady Trojans from Castro Valley in tonight's matchup. Into the first few minutes, Emily Trask pump fake, drive to the bucket, and the Cowboys' first 2 points of the game, but the Trojans answer right back. The shot is off, but Tori Nelson is right there for the putback and the bucket. 10-9 Castro Valley. Very next possession, Nelson again coast to coast, driving to the rack. The Trojans another 2 on the board. Next quarter, Vivian Wu passes to Bianca Greer on the elbow, and she'll drive to the basket and one. Final seconds of the half now, and it's Vivian Wu draining this three for her 4th straight from downtown in the quarter. The Trojans up 58-31 at the half. Third quarter, Jones dishes out to Wu again for 3, and it's good. You might want to put somebody on her. A few plays later, Taylor Sullivan dishes this into Reagan Weidenfeld under the basket for 2. Reagan would end the night with 35 points. But in the fourth, it was all Castro Valley. Wu goes full court to Bailey Jones on the break. Trojans take a commanding 85-58 lead. Final seconds of the game now. The pass goes to Jackie Gonzalez. She scores as the Trojans score 110 points in this game to remain unbeaten on the season.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrate players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
Doing the dirty work this week is Willie Hartz from the Pittsburgh football team. Hartz with a big interception early in the Pirates state title game. The play led to the Pirates' first score of the game. Willie Hartz doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the shows we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order a full game video. Makes a wonderful holiday gift.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. And be our friend on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our Bay Area young people.
So each week they'll present a driving tip to help our teens drive more safely. Here's this week's tip.
Hi, I'm Andrew Meeker from Leland High School with this week's South County Chrysler Safe Driving Tip. Always be aware of the traffic ahead, behind, and next to you, and have possible escape routes in mind. Stay at least 1 car length behind the car in front of you in slower speeds, and maintain a larger buffer zone with faster speeds. Some car insurance companies will even give you a discount if you take an approved defensive driving course to improve your driving skills.
Coming up, our second block construction blockbuster game as the high-flying St. Francis Lancers meet Woodside.
And Harker meets Monta Vista next.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
First National Bank,
the family bank. Santa has come way too early. We've got toys, and more toys at South County Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat in Gilroy. Get 40% off on some remaining 17s in stock. We got rows of Hellcats, Scat Packs, Durango SRT, Grand Cherokee, Challengers, Chargers, Wranglers, lifted and regular Rams, Chrysler 300s. And guess what? The 2018 Demons are coming. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
Ho, ho, ho. Why would you buy anywhere else?
Back at Levi Stadium with the CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, the St. Francis Lancers expect to be one of the very best teams in the Bay Area this season, with Cincinnati-bound guard Logan Johnson leading the way.
The Lancers battling a Woodside team off to a 6-2 start and looking to compete for a Peninsula South title this season. It's the Lancers and the Wildcats in our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, and Robert was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
Tonight's game features one of the very best players in the Bay Area, Logan Johnson, heading to the University of Cincinnati next year, but playing for the Lancers his senior season. And the Lancers looking really good so far this year, and now they have their football players back, including Momo Wilner and Tyler Manoa. The Woodside Wildcats at 6-2 come in with a very good starting record and look to give the Lancers a battle in today's Block Construction Blockbuster game. The Lancers great in this one from the start. Here's Johnson driving hard to the basket and scoring 5-2 Lancers. Woodside right back. It's Gabe DeVitis for a long three, and he nails it to tie the game at 5-all. But the Lancers take off from there. Mateo Fontana over to Trevor Leone. Top of the key three. That's good. Logan Johnson with a big first half pump fake and a drive off the glass for Logan. The Lancers with lots of scorers on this team. Roy Yuan on the inbounds play, open for three, and he nails that one. Final moments of the first quarter, Timmy Yee ahead to Cisco Villalta with a long three at the buzzer. The Lancers lead by 10. More Lancers in the second as St. Francis gets scoring from lots of people. Oscar Pedraza using the Dominic Adzic screen. Woodside battling back. Russell Davis with a terrific move in the paint and scoring with the left hand. Johnson now showing his range, hitting a couple of threes late in the half. It's 32-14 Lancers, and then the Lancers get the steal, and Johnson runs it down and then fires for three. Johnson with 23 points all in the first half. Here's Momo on the run, flying into the lane and scoring. Momo Wilmer getting his basketball legs. And then right before the half, Johnson with the clock winding down, he hits another three, and the Lancers were on their way. It's a 29-point halftime lead. Third quarter, it's Mateo Fontana money. Woodside showing why they will be a force in league. Gabe DeVitis spinning and scoring, but this one belongs to the mighty Lancers. Look at Manoa playing point guard, breaking down the defender right here, then going to the rack. That is a big man with all sorts of skills. Get out of the way. We finish with Pedraza back to Manoa, and St. Francis gets the big win behind Johnson's big game. We talked with Logan after the game about West Catholic League play.
Best league to play in, you know what I'm saying? It's competitive, you know, everybody's good, so there's never a game that you don't want to play in the WCAL. So, you know, it's great, and I'm ready for the opportunity, and I'm thankful for it.
We head to Monte Vista as the Matadors get ready to take on the Harker Eagles. The Mats with a 7-point run to start the game sit hot. Rao tosses the ball to Ryan Lee, who gets the pull-up jumper to go up by 9. MV still holding on to that lead. Kevin Yang muscles to the hoop, and he lays it in for 2. But the Eagles jump ahead as Gene Wang dishes it to Jarrett Anderson. He's in the corner, and he drains that 3. And just seconds later, the Eagles are forcing a turnover. Anderson picks up the ball. He's driving all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and that's an and one. Harker leads 25-21, 4 minutes left in the first half. And the Eagles soar into the third quarter. Eric Jiang comes up with the steal, and that leads to an easy layup. Harker steps on the gas. Here's Wang to Jack Connors to Jiang, who finishes it. More Eagles offense as Wang passes it to Connors. He pushes towards the hoop and banks it in for the 14-point lead. The Mats try to get something going in the fourth. Mankir Ranjot with the beautiful 3, but Harker holds on to win it 63-53. Huge games for Jiang and Anderson.
The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Lauren Azumi from the Hillsdale girls basketball team. Lauren is awesome in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates 2013 alumnus Ashvin Swaminathan, recipient of the 2018 Frank and Bernie Morgan Prize for Outstanding Research in Mathematics by an undergraduate student for exceptional research in algebraic geometry, number theory, and combinatorics. At Harker Preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Go to harker.org for more information. Once again this season, Adobe brings us advice on how to use their software to make great highlight reels and team videos.
Here's this week's Adobe tip.
Here's an interesting transition to bring in a title. We're going to make this title flicker in and out. Put the title on your timeline above the video, then add a second version of the title and shorten it to just one frame. Duplicate this frame 2 more times so you have 3 individual frames of this title. Then spread these frames out and put them in front of the title and again in back. Now when the video rolls, the title will flicker on and off. Just another way you can use the Adobe Creative Cloud to make your video better than all the rest. Coming up, it's De Anza battling San Lorenzo.
And East Bay League Girls Soccer with California and Monte Vista.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, my name is Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Back at Levi Stadium with 2 teams red hot in the early going this season, the De Anza Dons coming into this game at 8-1.
San Lorenzo also looking very good at 7-2. The Rebels and Dons playing Tuesday night.
This talented San Lorenzo team getting geared up to face De Anza. It was a good one. The Rebels starting it off strong. Deontay Hill with the beautiful hook pass over to Patrick Poncho. SLZ up 9-6. But De Anza would eventually get going in the second. Joseph Alfred in the corner. That shot gives the Dons a 1-point advantage. And believe me when I say 17 seconds later, he does it again. Deja vu. Alfred feeling it. The Dons had the 12-point lead at the half. Third quarter, Savion Campbell to Aaron Jacobs. He steps back because he wants that 3. Good choice. And SLZ close to cutting that deficit. Jacobs, Hill, Elmer Asiago in the corner, and the Rebels trail by just 4. But here's De Anza's Jalen Chandler extending that lead again. The 6'4 senior controlled in both the paint and behind the arc. We've got 2 minutes left in the fourth, and Hill charges in for that layup, and that right there gives the Rebels their first lead since the first quarter. Less than a minute left. The shot is no good. Daniel Fagan with the board. He feeds it to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas gives his team the lead. The clock would run out on the Rebels. Come back, and the De Anza Dons celebrate their road win with some help from their fans, and they improved to 9-1 on the season.
The California Grizzlies taking the field against Monte Vista Wednesday night. The Grizzlies looking to get on the board first. Lexi Trucco with the free kick, but her shot goes just wide right. Monte Vista takes its turn on the attack. Hannah Delcia crosses to Rebecca McCourt, who shoots, but it's just wide left. MV threatening once again. Megan Edelman looking for McCourt in the box, but Grizzly keeper Ashley Franza gets a leaping save to keep the game scoreless. Second half, the Mustangs continue the attack. Delchik finds Kylie Hummel, who shoots, but Isabella Mendoza comes up with a diving save to keep the Mustangs off the board. Still no score in the game, but Cal looking to jump ahead. Lexi Trucco crosses from far out, but the ball lands safely into Jules Gerdner's arms. The Grizzlies threatening again. Nikki Trucco trying to finesse the shot from long distance, but Gerdner is right there for the save. Still scoreless. Monte Vista looking to get on the board late in the game. Julia Leotini shoots one from outside the box. Mendoza in position to make another save as we end in a 0-0 draw. Can somebody score a goal? The Menlo Atherton boys soccer team is looking to do great things once again this season.
And the boys met with Robert at the Rikes Center earlier this week to talk about it.
We're here at the Rikes Center, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Say hello to the Bears from Menlo Atherton. Welcome, guys. Jean Claveret, the Frenchman on this team. Jean, you guys had a great season last year. Tell me about that season and how it ended and how that will affect you guys this year.
Well, last year we had a rough start, I guess, in the actual season, but then going into CCS, we actually went on a roll, and that's when we kind of, kept up our pace. And up until we had sophomores and juniors just take the helm, and that really gave us hope for this year. So it's really just the transition, I think, is what we're looking forward to.
All right, very good. Jake Simon, one of the seniors on this team, and senior leadership, so important as you guys saw last year. What's it going to do for you guys to get some of that senior leadership to build on what you guys did last year to have that happen again this year?
Well, senior leadership is very important. We have a lot of seniors on the team this year, and we've got a little rough start this year, but the seniors know that they've been on the team for a little while, and they know that these past 2 years before this year, we've had great success, and we just want to build on that, and it starts with the seniors.
And you guys are coming off the Homestead Christmas Cup. Nick Yandelay. Nick, talk about that experience in that tournament against some very tough teams and what that will help you for in the future.
Yeah, so we've had a slow start right now, but we're hoping to build off of that. Our coach has been very supportive, but we're still trying to develop as a new team and get to know all the new players. And as seniors, as Jake was saying, we need to lead by example to make the new team.
And tell me a little bit about the character of these guys. What are these guys all about, you know, as you bond and get closer together?
Yeah, so we have a lot of determined individuals here, very motivated, all working hard. And, you know, we're just here to give our best and expect to get a good result out of that.
All right, best of luck on that. Nick and the rest of the team, guys. Menlo Atherton Bears, best of luck the rest of the way. Take us out with the cheer.
DG presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes the Deanza Dons. Game tied at 50 with a minute left. Isaiah Thomas with the layup to win it. The fans rush the court to celebrate the victory. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but maybe not.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey, I'm Coach Juan Pablo Rijardo. Today's training tip is single leg box squat with RNT. That stands for reactive neuromuscular training. What we're going to do is we're going to take a mini band, place it right above the knees. We're going to have the athlete stand on one leg with the opposite leg pulled out in front and slightly away. From here, he's going to sit back onto the box, reaching his hips back to the box. The squatting leg, he's going to try to keep nice and straight. Stand back up. The opposite leg is going to keep pulled away to create a little stretch on the band. This band is trying to pull the knee in. Stand back up. His goal is to keep the knee nice and straight without allowing it to cave in. Good alignment from the ankle to the knee through the hip.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week. First contender for Play of the Week, we have Trevin Kroichek for Camp Lindo driving right into a defender. The basket is good. Momo Wilmers for St. Francis drives to the hoop. Those defenders were not a problem for Momo. Borough Catholic's June Poole, same thing here. He gets a nice floater after faking the defense. Drew Hooks from Sobrato drives into the paint. He gets a windmill going, and it is good. We got to get a dunk in here too, right? J.D. Williams with the slam for Clayton Valley. He got some airtime there. We should end up calling this show the John Torchio Show. Torchio with the denial, but he's already coming to the banquet. So our winner this week is Eastside Prep's Kayla Tahafi. Look at this. Tahafi inbounds it off a Miramonte defender, and the basket is good. Tahafi with a heads-up play for the defending state champs. See you on May 21st. You are coming to the banquet.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week as we look back at the great moments that made this past season so memorable. We'll see you then.